Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to another Guilds of Ravnica Draft here on the channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome, welcome, welcome. And before I begin, I would like to remind you that if you enjoy the video, be sure to click that thumbs up and subscribe to get updates for whenever I post new content. But without further ado, let's get into the draft. Also, in the comments section below, let me know what you think of MTG Arena drafts. If you would rather I play some other form, like if you prefer MTG Online, if you prefer MTG Arena. I think I am going to be doing one MTG Arena draft at least per week, just because that would let me get a part of the Wizards partner program for MTG Arena. So I think I'm going to do at least one, but if they are popular, I will do more. Also, keep in mind, this is a non-competitive one. I actually kind of like the non-competitive format on this thing, but I will be mixing it up, trying out both forms for the YouTube channel. One of the reasons I like the non-competitive one, it's not like I'm not playing against real people. I just like it because every game you kind of get a real game because of the... Essentially, it's a free mulligan system on Magic Online for your first game, so you get less non-games, and both people usually have a lot more decisions. Okay, so without all that out of the way, let's get to the pack. FIREMIND'S Research is a rare that's not really, playable in my opinion. It, in the highest echelon of play, just because when you are trying to play in Limited, you can't usually afford to play that many instants and sorceries. I think the best pack is Conclave Cavalier. It's just really hard to deal with. If you cast this on turn 4, you just have an unkillable threat, because if they kill it, you still get guys. Integrity Intervention is quite good. With all that being said, though, I kind of want to build around FIREMIND'S Research, because at this point, it's really fun if you get a chance to play a build around rare. And if I take FIREMIND'S Research and wheel Radical Idea, that's a kind of cool combo. So I'm actually going to take the FIREMIND'S Research. If I was at the Pro Tour, I would take Conclave Cavalier, but it's really fun to spice things up from time to time. Oh my god. Let's go. Build around Enchantment Tribal. This card is broken. I don't know why the bot didn't take it. It took a common over it, but that is the downside of playing with bots, is you get to get past cards like this. But it is really a good card, and it's really fun, so I'm glad I get to take it here. Experimental Frenzy is great. After that, I would take Direct Current. I think that's the second best card, but easy Experimental Frenzy here. I like how you don't have to wait for picks either on Magic Online. That's a real plus. House Guild Mage is nice, but we're pretty firmly in Is It, especially because both these cards are great. Invert Invent. I don't think Invent... I think Invent is too expensive. That being said, I don't really think this is going to be a sure strike deck. I think I'm just going to take Passwall Adept. Early blocker can help you push through damage later, so I really do like Passwall Adept. And then I'll maybe hope to wheel Sure Strike. Goblin Electromancer. Pretty cool in this type of deck. I can maybe play some more expensive instants and sorceries. Ornery Goblin is nice, but I think Electromancer is going to have more utility in this kind of cool blue-red deck I'm building. At this point, I'm pretty firmly in blue-red, and I think that I'm just going to get hooked up. It's going to be really fun. Sonic Assault is nice. Helps... it's kind of cool off Experimental Frenzy. I do like the jumpstart nature of this card. It's a really nice blue-red spell, so I'm going to take that here over another Passwall Adept. And it looks like my colors are pretty firmly open. Book Devourer is not really high on my priority list. It's not a spell. Fire Urchin is not really great, just in general. It's just much worse than Passwall Adept. I already have a couple 2-drops, so I don't really need to prioritize them. I could take a Disdainful Stroke. I could take a Rebel Peltboar. I think I'm going to take the first Disdainful Stroke. And now I'll take a Whisper Agent. Whisper Agent is good if you are just blue as well, and it helps you find your good cards. It can mill like a Sonic Assault or something like that. So I'm going to take the Whisper Agent here over the Sure Strike. And now I will take Vidalcan Mesmerist. I actually think Vidalcan Mesmerist is in this type of deck. I think Muse Drake is pretty horrific. This is just one of those cards that people play a lot, but I think it's quite bad. Because the 1/3 body just doesn't do anything in a lot of games, and you're spending 4 mana, which just puts you behind on tempo against a lot of decks. So I think Muse Drake is pretty bad. Mesmerist, on the other hand, can actually make some pretty useful attacks, enable some attacks that you wouldn't otherwise have. And Radical Idea did come back. That was exactly what we wanted, so we're going to snap that up. Radical Idea worked really well with... not with the Experimental Frenzy, because it does pretty much nothing with Experimental Frenzy, but it's pretty nice with the FIREMIND'S Research, and also kind of with Electromancer. Here, I think we're going to take Devious Cover-Up to find sideboard card or even a main deck card, and now a Sure Strike. I like getting all these instants. Maximize Velocity, probably not going to play it, but we'll take it. And we'll put that in the sideboard. And Righteous Blow. And Book Devourer came back. We could play a Book Devourer. It's not an unplayable card. Pack 2, Izoni is a cool card. What else is in this pack? There's really nothing else for me except the Goblin Electromancer. I think I'm actually just going to rare draft Izoni. In MTG Arena, you don't like money draft, but it's really cool to, if you want to like potentially build a deck around Izoni in the future, it's cool to have access to one, and I don't have a copy of it. Goblin Electromancer is like not even insane in this deck, and it will probably wheel because nobody else wants it. And then Sure Strike's not really insane in this deck either, and I already have one, so I'm just going to rare draft here. I don't think there's anything wrong with rare drafting in Limited. Here, it's interesting. Crater Maker is a great 2-drop, but Capture Sphere is good removal. And this Radical Idea is going to wheel. So we're going to take the Capture Sphere here, just so we make sure we have removal, but hopefully the Crater Maker, I don't think the Crater Maker will wheel, but hopefully the Radical Idea at least will wheel. Now we're going to take the Unexplained Disappearance. I like this card a lot more when you have cards like FIREMIND'S Research, Electromancer. We're kind of a tempo-y deck. It also was pretty nice with Experimental Frenzy. So we're just going to snap that up. This draft has been pretty fun so far, not going to lie. I like the fast-paced nature. Just going to take a Radical Idea now. Don't really think I'm a Cosmotronic Wave deck. And like now that I'm in Izzet, I don't really even need to talk about the other cards in the pack. I can just breeze through, kind of. Hypothesis is going to be great. Not really a Selective Snare or a Sure Strike deck, so just going to snap that up. Do I want Rebel Pelt? I don't think Locksmith is playable. Gravitic Punch, not really what I'm looking for. Rebel Pelt Boar. I have a couple of early creatures, but I'm not really looking to curve out as much. I think I'm just going to take the land. I don't really like Rebel Pelt Boar in this deck. At least not as much. And now I'll take the Sergeant, maybe. I hope not to play it. Ooh. Beam Splitter Mage. Do I want the Beam Splitter Mage? I don't really think I do. I think I'm more of a controlling version of the deck. And I just want Radical Idea to power up my FIREMIND'S Research. It's going to be really sweet. Sure Strike came back. Electromancer didn't, but Radical Idea in this pack. Yep, that's what we expected. And now a Mesmerist. And yeah, now it's just garbage picks. We'll take the uncommon for our collection. Maybe we'll want to splash black for something. Hey, we got another uncommon. Nice. Okay, pack 3. Big pack. Ooh, a Mythic Rare. Yeah, I don't really think there's a point in Mythic Rare drafting. Lava Coil is just exactly what we want in this deck. Chance for Glory is not a particularly playable Mythic. So we'll just snap up the Lava Coil here. Perfect card for our deck. And another Lava Coil. That's awesome. Our deck is actually awesome. I'm not going to lie. This is like the awesomest deck. So I'm glad we like went all in on the FIREMIND'S Research thing. Wojek Bodyguard, I want to take a little bit of time to briefly discuss this card because I know I haven't been going in at depth on the cards because it's much easier to just click through on Magic Arena than on Magic Online. I kind of just get to click through, so the draft portion goes pretty quickly. If that bothers you, just let me know in the comments section and I can spend a little bit more time talking about the cards. And if you do have any questions about a specific pick, let me know as well, and I will happily answer. But I do want to spend a little bit of time talking about Wojek Bodyguard. I think this is like the key common if you want to draft Boros, because I've drafted several quite bad Boros decks, or decks that looked good but that they ended up getting crushed. Because I think Wojek Bodyguard is like the card that ties Boros together because it makes your 2-drops into actual bodies, because a lot of the time a 2/2 is useless, so you really need to prioritize Wojek Bodyguard. That being said, in this deck I think I'd rather have a Passwall Adept. I have 1 Passwall Adept, 2 Mesmerists, Whisper Agent. I really don't have a ton of creatures, do I? Yeah, I just don't have enough creatures, I think, to support Wojek Bodyguard as much, and Passwall Adept is great. I think I'm just going to rare draft Knight of Autumn. There's nothing really here for me. I'm not playing Muse Drake ever, and Barging Sergeant I already have one. Ooh, this Radical Idea will hopefully wheel, and Night Veil Sprite sets me up nicely. I don't think this is a Goblin Banner deck. This card can just like put cards in my graveyard, help me find my good ones. Hypothesis is another good find. Now a Guild Gate. I'm really liking this deck. This deck is awesome. And we'll take Enhanced Surveillance. We're not going to play it, I don't think. We're not splashing black at this point, though, so we'll just take the uncommon. In case we ever want to play that type of deck. And we'll take the uncommon here. We're not playing Maximize Velocity anyway. When in doubt, just take the higher rarity on MTG Arena if you don't have a card you want. None of these are getting played by us. And it looks like the other Radical Ideas didn't come back. Ooh, Radical Idea did come back. We have 5 Radical Ideas. That's actually awesome. We'll take the 2-drop. Are we ever going to play this 2-drop? Pretty much never. So yeah, we're just going to take the... And we got another copy of that guy. Perfect. So now, one thing that I like to do, someone showed me this, you can change your deck layout. So it's recommending this land configuration. Actually, I like to do that after I go through my playable. So it's recommending 17 lands. I'm just going to make it more even before I decide anything. I'm going to cut Barging Sergeant. How many creatures do I have? I have 8 creatures, so I don't think I can afford to cut any creatures. But I really don't like Barging Sergeant, especially when I only have 8 creatures. So a lot of my creatures are pretty small. But we're going to be winning with FIREMIND'S Research, so it doesn't really matter. I think I can cut Sure Strike. I think I can cut Sonic Assault because I'm not really winning that way. I'm winning by drawing FIREMIND'S Research or Experimental Frenzy. So I think I'm going to cut Sure Strike because it's really kind of bad without having a ton of creatures. And I'm going to cut Sonic Assault, I think. So now I have 5 Radical Ideas. We're going deep. And yeah, this deck looks sweet. And then I like to sort this way. So you can kind of see the cards you're not playing. Sure Strike, Sonic Assault. Those are both cards I could play. Potentially in some versions of this deck. But yeah, I think this deck is sweet. We're going to call it Fire, Blue, Red, FIREMIND'S. FIREMIND'S. Where's the card? Research. So hopefully we can get some wins. I think the deck's awesome, and let's see how it performs. And before we continue, I would like to let you know that if you want to catch me streaming live, you can find me on twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. I do stream fairly frequently, so if you want to catch that, be sure to check that out. But yeah, our deck is awesome, and yeah. This is one of my favorite things to do in Limited, by the way, is if you have played a lot of drafts of the format, just build around the coolest rares that you open. One of the things about Guilds of Ravnica is it doesn't have a ton of rares like that. We'll keep it. It's a solid hand. Has our lands. And hopefully we find a FIREMIND'S Research. Playing against Boros. Boros is one of our worst matchups just because we don't have a ton of creatures to block you with, but it's not the end of the world. We do have a lot of removal. 2 Hypothesizals, 2... ooh, he's playing... not Boros. We'll attack. And then we'll pass. I think if he attacks, it's probably fine for us. Because he can't... eventually he'll have to hold it back if he wants to activate it. I also don't think that holding back is necessarily the greatest. Healer's Hawk. Okay, resolve. So he's maybe splashing that. We're going to draw a card, see what we can get. Hopefully find our FIREMIND'S. Hypothesis, that's a fine one. No attackers. Holding up our Radical Idea, our Capture Sphere. We're not super worried about Healer's Hawk at this point. That is one that we are worried about. We will Capture Sphere that. And I think we're going to untap Hypothesis to lead Guild Mage. Oh, we are main decking this Devious Cover-Up. That's kind of nice. I kind of like having that. I think we're just going to hold up our counters magic and then end of turn kill this guy. This way we can be protected from him trying to cast a pretty big spell. We'll resolve. Oh, baby. Discard. Devious cover-up. To kill that guy. Heck yeah. And now when we draw land, we can use Radical Idea. Oh yes, we found our enchantment and now things start to roll. Ooh, yes. Damage. We'll block. Okie doke. Please cast something big. That counts. Sniped it. Oh yes, here comes FIREMIND'S research. And we can activate this. That's our late game engine, boys. We have assembled it. We're just killing the thing partly because it lets us draw a card now and use our mana efficiently. Okay, that's a little bit scary. Ooh, nice draw. We'll bounce that. Get another counter. Discard this guy to draw another card with our FIREMIND'S research. Hopefully find another one. Yes! This is great. This is awesome. Oh boy, we totally did it. Oh yes. Oh, we're totally doing it. And now we'll deal 5 to this guy. We'll take 5, so we'll go to 8, but then we'll hit him for 4. Oh, yes. But we're still in great shape here. So beautiful. Oh, this is so beautiful. I'm going to play the land out. I'm going to flash in the Whisper Agent and then try for the Experimental Frenzy next turn, maybe. I wonder what the opponent has. Don't want to draw an island. Ooh, Night Veil Sprite. Play the Sprite. Play the Frenzy. Sprite plus Frenzy is pretty cool. Nice. Hit that land drop. That's so sick. I only have 11 cards left. Yes! We got the W! That was so cool! Oh, that is exactly what you want FIREMIND'S research to do. Heck yeah. Oh my gosh. Ooh, a pack. Shall we open the pack? Let's open it! What do we get? Ooh, sick rare. Sick rare. I like it. And yeah, now we get to face a whole new opponent. This is the awesomest deck I've ever drafted in this format, probably. I just like how, like, not casual MTG Arena is. It is much more casual, it feels like, but it's also just kind of, like, much calmer. It's like, the matches are fast-paced because, like, there's the timer on your turn. It feels like there's constant action. We're going to keep this hand. We can discard extra lands with our radical ideas. Potentially the mirror match. Like, it just passes through. I don't have to do a bunch of clicking. Oh yeah, that's going to eat a lava coil. Like, it knows. It knows that's what I'm going to target. I don't have to, like, click everything. Oh, man. It's such a... I think the interface is definitely improving by leaps and bounds. Ooh, yikes. I'm going to draw first in case I draw a Guild Gate. Nightveil Sprite is a fine draw. Yikes. That's terrifying. Okay. I think I'm going to kill the House Guild Mage. And I'm going to deploy my Nightveil Sprite. Because now he doesn't have like a repeatable engine to fuel the Darkblade Agent. He only has 3 cards in hand. He's hitting me for 4 a turn, but I can find another removal spell. I do have another couple, I think. Ooh, Deadweight. That's not great for me. I can see 3 more cards deep. Oh, that's rough. I'm also going to have a hard time blocking, which is unfortunate. Yeah, this game's just impossible to win. I just drew too many lands this game. It's all good, though. Oh, yeah. 7. Yeah, we're just going to concede. Yeah, we just drew every land in our deck. Yikes! That was 10 lands in, like, 12 cards. We kept a 4-lander, and I think we drew all lands. But, no, we drew a Lava Coil, but such is life. Still, we're moving forward in the world. When you can't decide which spell to cast, the play that lets you spend as much of your mana, available mana as possible is generally better. That is actually a relevant tip. I approve of that tip. The other cool thing about Arena is you can just load into the next game, and you know you get to play a bunch of games with your deck, and you know you get to play a different matchup. I think it's less tilting to play against a different opponent. I don't know, but this is definitely I'm definitely having a blast doing this, and I don't know if I would attempt. Easy keep. I don't know if I would have attempted this on Magic Online. I think I probably would have, because I like building around cards, and I think it's fun to do that. It's also kind of cool that you have like the if you win you get to keep playing type mode. Like you're guaranteed at least 3 games, but if you win you get to keep playing with your deck, so it makes it like if you lose you're kind of just done faster. I don't know. Lots of cool things about Arena. Also, I kind of like the interface. It's just smooth. You drag your card. You can like the cards like pop up as you drag past them, which is just cool. Healer's Hawk on turn 1. Never a pleasurable experience. The old Boros. Oh, at least we get to wreck him. Nice. That's what happens when you go deep sometimes. We'll give him the opportunity to put another aura on it. Definitely milling that. Cool, baby. Here it comes. The old value engine itself. Let's roll. Okay. A couple of hawks. And a banneret. I think I want to kill the Sky Knight Legionnaire. I'll let him pump one of the hawks. On second thought, that hawk must die. Please draw a spell to discard. Lucky. I'm going to discard Whisper Agent because I want to get as many spells off for my Firemind's research as possible. So that I can use this next turn. I can go cast, flashback maybe. Okay, casting. Unfortunate to flood a little bit here. So I take 4 here. If I can draw a removal spell, I can get back into this game. Yikes. That's unfortunate for sure. I think our deck is pretty good against Flood because of our radical ideas, but no blocks. Oh, rats. That's game. Dang it. Oh, man. If we'd drawn that sooner, we could have maybe come through, but I think you are supposed to not play your land there, because then if there's a land on top. We were really just looking for a lava coil. Okie doke, we get one more. Our backs are against the wall. I think the problem was just we've drawn a few too many lands. Also, we played against Boros twice, which didn't help, but I don't actually, did we even play against Boros? But I don't know. Drawing lands is, no, we lost to Dimir. We beat a Boros, a Jeskai deck. We're going to keep this hand. Pretty good distribution of lands and spells. Yeah, the problem is just when you draw too many lands, you just can't do anything, so. No, not another Boros deck. Nightfell Sprite is at least an acceptable card to play here. Let's just start hitting our our spells and finding our stuff. Oh god. The Scry is worth more than the 3/2 that can't even block this guy. We're just gonna flash in our guy to block him, I think. Or use our Disdainful Stroke. Heck yeah. Hello. Let's go. That was perfect. Don't want the land. Okay, our walls can't block. Good job. Now we actually kind of do want to land. Yeah, we'll keep the land. And now we can either flash in our Whisper Agent. We're going to take 2 and then flash in our Whisper Agent end of turn. This way we can hold up our Disdainful Stroke. Okay, casts that. That's true. That's fine. Book Devourer is coming soon, opponent. Just keep attacking with the Sprite. Set up our draw step. We're gonna mill that land. We do want to cast the Book Devourer, but we'd rather like look for our better stuff, especially because we're going to draw 2 cards before our next turn, presumably. And if we do draw spells, we're pretty happy. But like we could easily just have 2 lands on top. We'll block. Cast our Radical Idea. Yep, there was another land. See? Rewarded. Yeah, there was 2 lands. No, don't really want that guy right now. I just want to draw my build around enchantments. Like my Experimental Frenzy would be great here. I'm definitely casting the Book Devourer. Oh dear. I have used 1 Lava Coil. I still have a Capture Sphere left. Where have you been all my life? Thank you, bud. You may. Okay, combat, attack. I'm not going to discard. Keep that on top easily. Decline. I have this land I can discard idea, and I like having Disdainful Stroke up. Makes me feel safe. Boom! Got the W. Book Devourer, surprisingly useful. Okie doke, 4 games in. Let's see if we want to change our deck at all. Ooh, we got a prize. Nice. Sonic Assault could have some merit. I really like this Unexplained Disappearance. There have been a lot of people going all in. I think it's good. 2 wins. We get 200 gems in a pack. Bonus pack 24% of the time. 300 gems. We get 100 extra gems for a win here. Let's get to those gemmies. Those sweet, sweet gems. Man, you know that feeling where you have so many cool YouTube videos that you just can't wait for them to get published? That's where I'm at right now. I have like a bunch in the tank, so I'm like, wait, man, they're not even going to get to see this one forever. Ah. This hand is great, so we're keeping it. We have a couple Pass Wall Adepts. He who cannot be beaten. Ooh, another excellent draw. Another Boros deck, of course. Ooh, Naya. It just gets destroyed by Pass Wall Adept. Absolutely massacred. Play the Pass Wall Adept. Just establishing my defenses. Oh, nice. 10th District Guard gets so destroyed by Pass Wall Adept. That's a nice draw. I actually like having access to that. This card is surprisingly decent in this format. Like, you would think it was awful, but the format's pretty slow. Yep, I do not care about your cat. Opponent looks like they could be just straight Naya. Drawing a card. Do I want to flash it back? Not really. Because I actually do kind of want this 5th land so I can cast Hypothesisal. Now I'm just digging for my Firemind's. And it's going to be great. And my CPU is working perfectly. I love it. Thank you, CPU. Yeah, we'll let that guy resolve. And yeah, we'll let him resolve, but we'll Hypothesisal him. Die. So he can't chip in damage. We have this Devious Cover up to answer another big creature. And I mean, we also have Experimental Frenzy in our deck, so having a relatively empty hand is kind of nice. We don't just want to sit here taking 2 a turn for no reason. That's fine. Like, it is a draw too, but it's a slow draw too. And I was assuming a lot of the cards he has aren't super relevant. Definitely not playing any of these lands. Also going to be harder to deck with this counter spell because I can shuffle in some cards. I can shuffle in 4 cards. If he has the mythic rare that lets him tap to draw to make like infinite creatures, then I'm fine with that. Like, I'm not going to not play my Radical Idea. Nice. I like how my 2 Pass Wall Adepts are just completely blanking his entire board. So I have 19 cards left in my deck. But I'm fine. I have a great hand. I have these guys, so my booked guy can eventually just start hitting him for 4. I have... Do I even have a flyer in this deck? I don't know. But I have counter spell, removal spells. I'll draw my Firemind's eventually. So he gets to hit me for 5 if he casts this. I'm going to counter that. Shuffle and shuffle. I don't really want to take a quarter of my life total and a little spell on the guy anyway. I still have an answer for a big creature, an answer for a medium creature. I'll play one land. So if I draw Experimental Frenzy, I have more lands in play. He has 21 cards, I have 20 in my deck. Okay, sure. Wow, that feels bad, but I think I'm going to use this. Kill this guy. Yikes. Don't know why he didn't use the other half of that earlier. Ooh, great draw. Aww. Okay. We're way ahead here. We have a removal spell, and he has nothing on board, and our Pass Wall Adepts actually are useful. But we do not have a ton of creatures, so... Good draw from him, though. The fact that we could lose this game is so sad just because we don't have any creatures. Okay, we're going to play the land out. 16 versus 19. We could definitely deck ourselves, too, before we find anything relevant to do. There's our clock. Resolves. Okay, that's fine. Both gain 4 life. If I deck myself, I'm so sad. We can just attack for 4 every turn and let him hit us with the Peacemaker, because we definitely win this race. No blockers. We don't want to trade our 2/2 off, because our 2/2 is like one of our few creatures. Okay, that's a real bummer. Ooh, great draw. This only costs 4 mana. So we have him on a 5-turn clock. No, less because of the Healer's Hawk. I think that's a fine card to kill. We can probably use our FIREMIND'S Adept thing to deal 5 damage too. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, they only have 2 creatures in the graveyard. It's unfortunate because it's a big body. We have 1 Lava Coil left in our deck to kill that. Also, he's gaining 3 life. So I hit him for 4 here. Then I'm taking 6. No, I take 7 if I don't block this guy. Then I hit him back for 7, and then I can hit him back for a lethal, maybe? I don't think I block with a pass wall adept. I think I just take it. That might look like it hurt. Bam. Lava Coil. I'll keep that on top. It's a 1-mana draw spell. Lava Coil. Okay, so we didn't find our Lava Coil or our FIREMIND'S thing. With 4 cards left, so I don't think we can use this very often. No blockers. We're just going to have to start giving all of our guys unblockable. So if we attack, if we have 3 blockers back, we can block, block, block. so we don't die. And then we can kill him next turn, I think. Because we have just enough lands to get 4 things unblockable. Oh, we screwed it up. No! We needed to attack with the Mesmerist. Oh, backbreaking. Because we can give this unblockable, this unblockable. Man, if only this wasn't our second to last card, it would have done so much work. Ah. Brutal. We decked ourselves. We totally could have won that game too if we'd... Man, that was close. That was very close. Ugh. Unfortunately, didn't manage to get all of the wins. We only got to 2 wins. But it was a noble effort. And we got some prizes. Hooray! We will open our pack. But anyway, that is going to do it for this draft video. We may not have gotten a ton of wins, but it was really fun. And our deck was pretty sick. Great rare. I think the deck was great. I think the matches we lost were kind of out of our control. We just didn't draw the cards we needed. If our FIREMIND'S Insight has been like anywhere but the bottom 2 cards, like if it had been the 10th from the bottom, we would have gotten to deal like another 5 damage to the opponent or even more and done cool stuff. But we got to have some cool matches, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to click that thumbs up and subscribe to get updates whenever I post new content. And if you have any questions, be sure to let me know. Let me know how you like MTG Arena, how has it been treating you, and all of that fun stuff. But that is going to do it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.